Hello?
You're listening to Radio Afric-Aye, and we've got a VIP, if I can call him a VIP because he's a master. He's over the line there. We can call it, the town is called Bolton. We're calling upon Robin Hill. Hello, Robin Hill.
Hi, Robert.
How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. And you?
Right, you are on Radio Afric-Aye, and everybody now is listening to you. Can you just introduce yourself, because that's our culture here, although I have spelled it already, but it's better for you to do it for them, please.
Sure, well, my name is Robin Hill. I'm a guitarist and composer, arranger. Yeah. What can I say?
All right, what can you say? You are in Bolton now, and we're calling you from Middlesbrough.
Right, I know Middlesbrough, yeah.
Yes, you are in the northwest as we are in the northeast, so just kind of like linking to each other.
Right, well, that's great.
This is the better way we do it at Radio Afric-Aye. Is about connecting, is about celebrating culture, is about talking of what we do every day in our life, our experience being exposed via art, music, cultures, everything, you name it. But today, we've got you online so that you can tell us about your music.
Okay.
You, Robin Hill, you are a guitarist, a master guitarist, and part of your time you spend it lecturing at Leeds University, isn't it?
That's right, I do teach there. It's only a small part of it, though. Mainly I'm involved in composing, recording, and performing.
Right, at Leeds University. Now, that's like kind of like a brief for that, so that our audience can know where we're going and who we are speaking to. Tell us, Robin, you are a master guitarist. I've seen you once at Burton Market performing, and the session was just beautiful.
Thank you.
I could not leave that space passing without listening to you.
Well, that's great. I appreciate it.
And I hoped that time I was alone, I hoped I could have my little two boys around me so they could listen to you, because the other one is number 13 of age.
Right.
He loves guitar, and he's teaching himself guitar. So now, without us delaying, please, Robin Hill, can you tell us, when did you started music? I know it's years ago, but let us hear your story, please.
Yeah, well, I started being with an instrument. The first instrument was the violin when I was age 7.
Right.
And I learnt that at school, and I played it for 3 years.
Okay.
And then I decided that I loved the guitar, and I decided that I'd like to learn the guitar. And so I remember my violin teacher was very angry. But nevertheless, I dropped the violin and started working on the guitar.
Right. So
initially I played electric guitar, and then when I was about 11 probably, I changed to nylon strung guitar, classical guitar. Yeah.
So we're talking about 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago?
Well, many moons ago.
Yes, many years ago. So that's the reason here we got that respect.
But at the age of sort of 13, I heard a vinyl recording of the great classical guitarist, the Spanish guitarist Andres Segovia.
Right.
And he was playing some Bach. And I thought, wow, that's what I want to do. That's incredible. That's what the guitar's all about.
Exactly. That's what we'll be talking about anyway, through our narration, which is means that you'll be exposing yourself to Radio Afric-Aye. This part of our program is called Connecting Cultures.
Right.
Connecting culture, where we celebrate culture anyway, like we were saying. Now, 13 years ago, the guitar interest more. You started developing from there, started composing, performing for audience, maybe at school, maybe at public places also. Tell us, then from there, where did you go?
First sort of performances were in a band. I played in a band, electric guitar.
Yes.
Because I kept playing electric guitar. I still play electric guitar now, but I specialise more in classical and flamenco and nylon strung guitar. So So I'd play in anywhere really, but I used to make a little bit of money from playing too, which was handy. And the weekends, you know, when I had to get permission from the school, I remember, and I just practiced every spare minute I had.
Yes.
And I still do, in fact. I still practice every spare minute I have.
Exactly. You practice every day, even when you're a master, isn't it?
When anybody asks me how many hours a day I practice, I say 24.
Exactly. Keep on moving with it. Yes. Yeah. You're right.
So, but it doesn't feel like work. I just love to do it.
Exactly, because I mean that's what it's all about. When you love doing something, you go on and on and on and on until your last breath. So now, for us to not delay, let us introduce one of your first track on one of your album that we got in front of us, because we'll be talking about Standing on the A album.
Right.
So this is the first track on the album, which is called Chill 22.
That's right, Chill 22, and it's called Chill 22 because my first name is Charles.
All right.
Charles, and my second name is Hill. If you put them together, you get the word chill.
Chill 22.
Yeah, chill. Yeah.
This is the one.
Yeah.
Yes. So we'll let our listeners now to listen to it. If you don't mind interrupting there, because the track is already on.
Yep.
Enjoy. You're listening to Radio Afric-Aye, Chill 22 from Robin Hill. Wow, that was Chill 22 by Robin Hill. Hello, Robin. Hello.
Hi, Robert. Yeah, I'm here.
Yes, you've been listening to Chill 22 from Robin Hill. Yes.
Hi, Robert.
Nice to have you back. And the track was marvelous. I think our audience have enjoyed it. There's a lot of beautiful guitar there, and sound like you have journeyed around the world a lot. To go further with my question, your influence is sound out of here, out of the UK.
That's right. Well, like you say, I have travelled. There are very few places I haven't been to. I can only think of China as the only place I haven't visited, but I'm particularly fond of Brazilian music and South American music, and that I find that very inspiring. And of course, the music of Spain and also African music too,
right?
Which I listen to quite a lot.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes, because that's what's leading us to talk about your second track called Sahara. And
right. Yes.
There's a very popular, which is well known. There is a desert in Africa.
That's right. Yes.
Is that the story of the song?
It is. Yes. It's. I drove across the desert from Cairo, and was inspired, sort of come up with the song from that.
Right.
Yeah.
Keep close to your mic so that we can have you all fully.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that better?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Cairo, I found it an incredible place. It's just like another planet, So it was very exciting to visit such a fantastic city.
Right. So that's the reason you wrote this song, Sahara, to remember Cairo.
That's right.
Trip.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. And also,
yes, carry on. Yeah, I'm listening.
I was going to say also, when I was on honeymoon in Antigua,
right,
25 years ago now, I got this huge seed pod from a tree. I don't know what kind of tree it was, but it made really nice rattling sound, and I thought I'll take that home with me, and one day I might be able to use it on a recording. And so the rattle you hear is that huge seed pod that I put in my suitcase. I probably shouldn't have done it. It's probably illegal, but anyway.
Yes. I know.
Yeah.
That's what we were talking about. Since Radio Afric-Aye is about connecting cultures, and the story you are telling us there, so it's just amazing. We can see musicians around the world, from the UK, going around the world, connecting our culture to other cultures and bringing other cultures' influence back to the UK, which is just amazing for us. Which is beautiful. That's the reason we love this program. That's the reason we love this program, and that's the reason we brought you in, so that you can share. You can share with our audience the experience of your music with no delay. For us to make it so beautiful, let us play Sahara, because we're talking about getting it there. It's about Robin Hill, one of the master guitarists, playing us Sahara. Experience of traveling, mixing with cultures. Yes, that was Sahara by Robin Hill, one of the master guitarists. He's also, we can say, part-time, one-to-one, a lecturer at Teesside Sorry. Robin, hello.
Yes, hi.
Did you hear me nearly connected you to Teesside University?
I did, yes, I did.
Right, it's because it's the university next to me, next to my studio. Yeah. This is the city where I'm calling from. What I was saying, you are part-time, one-to-one lecturer at Leeds University.
That's right.
Right. Yeah. It's beautiful. It's fantastic. It's Mr. Felix. Mr. Fantastic Mr. Felix.
Right.
That's the next one. But let's talk about this fantastic gift that you've got with you, which you're sharing with the world. Since the age of 13, you have masterized and decided yourself to take your journey with the guitar.
That's right.
And as you say that you have traveled many times, if I can say it, maybe the only country that you didn't go yet is China.
Correct.
Maybe when Chinese, they will be listening to this program, somehow they will say, okay, we're booking you, Mr. Hill, come over and give us some beautiful ching chong ching, you know.
Yeah, I did play in Hong Kong, but it was when it was still a British colony. So now it belongs to China, Hong Kong.
Exactly, yes.
So that doesn't really count.
Yeah. But it's still a data anyway. Yes. Tell us a bit about how so far you have spread your music in the UK, because we are in the UK.
That's right.
Apart from Leeds, where we can get you teaching one.
Yeah, I mean, I play.
Yes, tell us about.
I play all over the UK. Yeah, I've played all over the UK. Just about every town and city in the UK, including Ireland, and played a lot in Ireland, north and south. They're really enthusiastic audiences and really into music in Ireland, and I played with another guitarist for many years, and we were a duo, and we played just about everywhere, and we're on television too, and radio, and we made I think it's about 35 albums we made together.
35 albums.
So there's a lot of recordings out. Wow. Yeah, so there's a lot of records out there.
It truly is.
And the first record we did was in 1984, and that was on vinyl, released on vinyl, because it was before the CD was commonly made.
Exactly, yes.
So there might be a few copies still around of that recording.
Sound good. So
many recordings.
Many recordings. You have really impacted a lot. You have really impacted a lot of life in the UK.
Yes, that's for sure.
Which is
these recordings were released worldwide, so they're all over the world.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, I wanted just to feel first what's the impact of your music in the United Kingdom. Obviously, the music goes very, very quickly out. It's a universal language. It doesn't stay one place. I just wanted to measure first, not really to measure, but to see first how you have enjoyed your time with your music in the UK before we could maybe go out and start checking out there, which is part of our advancement. Talking about the fantastic and beautiful gift that you've got on the guitar. Yes. Now, tell us what makes you to write songs. The magic. Did you got a magic that makes you to feel and write songs? There is a secret in your writing of songs that you translate on the guitar.
Yeah,
it's about the secret.
It's a strange process which I don't really understand, and it just sort of, you just get an idea and then work on it. So probably the majority of ideas I get, I don't end up as a song, but the ones that are really persistent and keep recurring and I think are good, then I'll keep working on them, and eventually they become a song.
Right.
So that's how all these tracks on Standing on Air, they're all my own pieces.
Right.
And I think I also ought to say that all the instruments on Standing on Air, I'm playing all the instruments too. Mm-hmm. So, for example, on the fantastic Mr. Felix, which you might be playing next, which is the third track.
That's where we're going, yes.
Yeah, I play the charango, which is a traditional South American instrument, which is traditionally made from an armadillo shell.
Okay.
Yeah, but my charango is made out of wood. So thankfully, we didn't have had to kill an armadillo to
yes,
make it.
That's what I wanted to say.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. But the fantastic Mr. Felix. Felix is my youngest son.
Okay.
And he's 14. Yeah, he's 14 now, but he was about 11 when I wrote the piece.
You wrote the piece, yes.
For him. And the piece is a conversation, really,
Yes.
between him and me. And he's very lively. He's very keen on football and sport.
Oh, that's good.
And
bless the star.
you can hear the guitar. Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, I was going to say the guitar part is like a conversation between him and me.
Oh, okay.
So you can hear the high register first, and then there's the lower register, and it's very fast because it reflects his energy.
Okay, as you are,
Yeah.
yes, as you are talking about you and your son, because the song we're talking about, Fantastic Mr. Felix, you wrote it translating the message that you always share with you and your son, who love football now. Maybe he's not much interested on the guitar, but he's energetic around you. So your guitar providing him that love, that energy. That's where my question is going. If you want to tell young guitarists, young people that are learning guitar out there, who's very, very keen to take on this road like you have, Jimmy already as a master, what is the secret? What's the secret you're going to tell them? How can they do it?
Well, the secret is persistence, really.
Right.
Never give up.
Never give up, yes.
Practice.
Practice.
24 hours a day.
Practice, yes.
Yeah.
24 hours.
And ideally get a good teacher too, because although there's loads of information now on the internet, it's not all good. It's not all good information.
Exactly.
So there's no substitute for a really good teacher. But
I see.
So I would advise that too. But just really let the inspiration of the music and drive you forward,
Right.
And you can do it.
Exactly. So the first element, you say persistence. We have to persist, kind of like build ourselves with resilience to take on the road of what we want to do.
That's right, because a lot of people take up an instrument, and then they give up after a while because for whatever reason,
Exactly.
But you've got to listen to the music that inspires you and think, well, I want to do that. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to share it with other people.
Exactly. So that's the reason we're going to share what you have shared with your son, Fantastic Mr. Felix.
Right. He's also a very good guitarist, incidentally.
Right. You're saying he's a very good guitarist. We're going to talk about it. You're listening to Radio Afric-Aye. It's Robin here on Fantastic Mr. Felix, who's his son, lovely son, play football. Here we go. You're listening to Radio Afric-Aye, and we've got our guest today, Robin Hill, one of the master guitarists and part-time also guitarist. Not yet for the night bed. We were just talking about Robin being part of Leeds University as a part-time lecturer, and this is a beautiful track we've been listening to. Fantastic Mr. Felix, which is dedicated to his son. That's where they communicate, provide family with that energy, beautiful guitar, and then next is about moving on Robin Hill journey. Robin, tell us something. Your music is very magical.
Well, thank you.
Is that goes during the day, during the night? Who are mainly people that goes after your music? If I ask you that question,
who listens to it? You mean who?
According to you, when you send your music out there, what is your audience age-wise?
Yeah, because I get feedback from people, but you never know who's listening to it, and sometimes the most unlikely people are listening to it.
Right.
In fact, a lady stopped me. She was quite elderly, probably in her sort of late 70s,
right.
The other day, and said, "I have your CD," she said, "and I play it all the time, and even when I'm not playing it, the music's in my head when I'm walking around and in my head."
That's the beauty of the music.
That's a fantastic thing, and I was really happy to hear that.
Right.
And she just said, "Thanks for all the hours of practice you've put in, and I really appreciate it." So it's nice to get some feedback like that.
Truly, that's what I'm thinking. Also, that the feedback that you hear there shows the level of the capacity of what the energy that you put into your music is mainly a lot of maturity on it. That's the reason the lady picked up that feedback back to you. So now,
the music comes straight from the heart, and
exactly.
And hopefully that's what connects with people.
Exactly. I'm very, very sure with you saying that, and I agree totally with you that it's about connecting with the people. We connect.
Yeah.
We connect during the day with our activities. We connect also during the night with our activities. There's so much to do around the clock.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Robin Hill guitar have been vibing around the clock. Then here reached to Nightbird. Tell us about Nightbird. What's the story?
Right, Nightbird. Yeah, well, this is a slow sort of Brazilian-style bossa nova kind of rhythm.
Yes.
And it was a very hot summer's day when I was recording this.
Right.
And all of a sudden, a starling flew, a small starling bird flew in through the window.
Okay.
It couldn't get out, so I had to catch the bird and gently sort of let it get back out of the window again. So I thought that was a strange sort of omen.
Exactly.
And
I find it very interesting.
I'll call this. Yeah, I thought I'd call it Nightbird.
Right.
And the bird was quite relieved to get out and to be free again.
Exactly. So
it's a very sort of laid back, chilled kind of track.
Right.
This one.
Yeah. It's because we are also celebrating your album, which is Standing on the Air, which is beautiful.
Yeah.
I've got it in front of me here. Standing on air. It's like flying on the space.
That's right. Well, if you look at the album cover, I was in a photographer's studio and he used a trampoline.
Exactly. Yes.
And I was literally jumping up and down on the trampoline for 3 hours for him to photograph me to get that picture.
Whoa.
So it was quite an exhausting shoot.
I can see you and then the guitar. I can see holding it and jumping for almost
Now, I'll
3
let
hours.
you into a secret. The guitar wasn't in the case.
Oh, the guitar was
because
not part of
I was frightened that I might have landed. It
land
wasn't
on
in
it.
the case.
Not safe, isn't it?
No, I took it out
Yes.
because it's a very valuable and precious
Exactly.
instrument. I didn't want to damage it.
Truly, yes, you're right.
Yeah.
I can imagine you on the trampoline there for 3 hours and holding guitar all the time. Nice to hear that the part of the cover, the guitar was not there, so they created it with you. But the jumping existed. You were jumping for almost 3 hours, so they can pick up this, which is a beautiful, which is a beautiful, fantastic album. So let us keep on going as we are celebrating the album itself. So now we're gonna play. We're gonna play for our audience. Nightbird.
Right.
Where this bird just came in and kind of like stuck in your space, and then
That's right.
in the last minute you decided to free the bird.
Yeah.
And then he became free. Nightbird. Very interesting, isn't it? Right. Robin Hill on Nightbird. What a beautiful track. Wow, that's Robin Hill on Nightbird. Hello, Robin.
Hi.
Are you still there?
I'm still here.
Anyway, we start going to closely to the closing of our beautiful time interview with you, and we really appreciate very much. As everybody's listening to Radio Afric-Aye, we've got our guest, our fantastic, one of the master guitarists in the UK, Robin Hill. Tell us your next dance of the Jaguar.
Yeah, the dance of the Jaguar.
You know, before you carry on, sorry to cut you. Before you carry on, dance. When you want to take on the dance, you need new shoes, isn't it?
That's for sure.
So that you can look very fantastic on the dancing floor.
Definitely.
So can you just give us what is your next adventure? What is the next that you're gonna give us?
The next piece.
Because you are preparing yourself for the dance now.
Right. Yeah. Well, this piece was inspired by a trip to Mexico and Costa Rica, and also on this track I play the sitar and tabla.
Right.
Because there's a very close connection between Indian music and flamenco music, I think, and this sort of combines the two.
True.
and it's also slightly orchestral as well. So there's lots of different influences here, but it's quite a fast, frantic dance.
Exactly.
And inspired by the Jaguar, because I came home from Mexico with this beautifully carved wooden Jaguar head.
Right. I can imagine, yes.
So it's a very dramatic, very vibrant, highly coloured head of a Jaguar.
Sounds good.
And so it's quite exciting, this one. There's some fast tabla at the beginning, and I hope your listeners will enjoy it.
Oh, really, truly, because myself, I'm enjoying already here with my co-producer over the other side of the table, which is beautiful for us anyway to have you. But that's what we want. The next little question under it is coming. What is your next move after this album? What are you gonna give us as your audience, as your listeners?
Well, my next album is already out actually. After this one, that was called Guitar Dimensions.
Okay.
And that has some flamenco guitar. It has some classical guitar with Bach, but it also has some movements from guitar concertos which I've composed.
Right.
And one of them is called a Celtic concerto.
Okay.
And so it's inspired by the music of Ireland, by the traditional jigs and reels of Ireland.
Okay.
Very fast, exciting folk dances. But I've orchestrated them for symphony orchestra and guitar.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's on an album called Guitar Dimensions.
All right. So it's part of the part of the next journey that we'll be taking anyway. So as you told us, that is your next adventure. So it's like one step ahead, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah.
One step ahead. So we've got it already, and we know where to look for it. Everybody knows that nowadays it's easy also to go online and get on the music that you are listening to, buy them or download them. So we'll encourage or we'll promote it via our radio. And here we're gonna say to our audience, if you like the music you are listening to, please get online, get Robin Hill music, because us here in the studio, we are enjoying it. That's the reason we're gonna take you to the next one. Dance of the Jaguar. Robin Hill. Reminding our listeners that you're listening to Radio Afric-Aye, and we've got online our guest Robin Hill, Dance of the Jaguar. What a beautiful track. Robin Hill, Dance of a Jaguar. So tell me how you were looking. Which kind of shoes you were wearing to dance the Jaguar dance?
I was wearing shiny shoes. Cute, yeah.
Very shiny because that time.
Very shiny, yes.
I can imagine having that beautiful shining shoes to dance as a Jaguar.
It's good fun to play that one. It's quite tricky.
Exactly. Reminding our audience that you are listening to Radio Afric-Aye. He's about crossing cultures. He's about connecting cultures. We've got Robin Hill and we're discussing about his album, which is lovely, beautiful tracks. Standing on the Air. And you've got already a next one in the market already. On the shelves. Is that?
That's right. That's called Guitar Dimensions.
Guitar Dimensions. Everybody, you are listening to such a beautiful music. Go online or go to the music shops, wherever you can find yourself easily to go find this music. This is just beautiful. Robin, tell us, now that we start going to the close of our program, we really very much, like we mentioned, that appreciate your time. There is 14 tracks on this album, but the time is not allowing us to play all of them. What we're going to do is just to play them and promote them and keep on playing them, plus part of the interview itself. And invite you more maybe next time again to listen to this lovely album that you got already in the market.
Sure, I'll be happy to do that.
Guitar Dimension, which obviously us will be very pleased to have you again, because so that we can keep on listening to your music. Now the next one is Cancio. Is that the way you pronounce it?
Canción, yeah. It's just really the Spanish word for song. It just simply means song.
All right.
And I originally composed this. It has words, and it's a song for a soprano to sing.
Okay.
Soprano and guitar, but on this version, on Standing on Air, it's just done as an instrumental track, and the guitar takes the melody.
All right.
Okay.
Now, yes, I'm listening to you. All right. So now, with no delay, because this is what we are celebrating anyway. We are celebrating your album, Standing on the Air. Let us not delay time. Let us play Cancio, which is the meaning is a song, as you have explained it.
That's
Here
right.
we go with Cancio. Wow, that was Can't You by Robin Hill. Robin, now we're going to the close of our program. Hello, are you there?
Yes, hello. I'm still here.
Yes, you're there. I can hear you. Now we're going to the end of our program because I've been just mentioning end of the program. Yes, we can't hold you too long also because you've got a lot to do. Today is Saturday as one of the great guitarists. You've got maybe other commitments, and we really appreciate the time that you've given to us and very much.
Well,
and we're going.
You're very well.
Yes,
you're very welcome, Robert. Thank you for asking me. Thank you.
Okay, now tell us, where can the audience, the people can find you easily if they want to get in touch with you or there's so much that can happen after here. People they will need to know where. Yes. How can they get your music? How can they get in touch with you?
Well,
maybe something.
They can get in touch with me via the website.
Okay.
robin-hill.co.uk. I just put Robin Hill Guitar into Google and you'll come up with the website, and they can contact me there. All the tunes are available from Amazon and from iTunes, etc. So via those ways, really.
All right. At least our audience, they're listening, and they know now. You've told them where to go and get your music, your lovely music, beautiful, which we can all share. It's about crossing cultures. It's about crossing and knowing how we're carrying on, knowing how we're mingling each other, so we can bring this unity of humanity. Music is the only instrument, if I can say it, maybe one of the beautiful instruments, one of the beautiful tools, music, which brings people together, isn't it, Robin?
That's for sure. That's for sure. Yeah.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about the adventure around the world. Which part of the world that you find more interesting when you went and performed? Because you've traveled a lot around the world, as you mentioned at the beginning of time.
Well, like I said, I've spent a lot of time in South America, and one of my highlights was performing in Venezuela, in Caracas, with the Caracas Symphony Orchestra, and they were fantastic players and very enthusiastic, and very unusually, we did the concert at the beautiful concert hall in Caracas,
right?
And some of the players were so keen on the music that they would continue to practice it even after the concert.
Okay.
So that's almost unheard of. So I was very impressed by that.
I agree with you. Yes.
Yeah.
So now that's where we're going now to lead ourselves to this called. It sounds like Jacaranda. So is that the language came from there or what?
Yeah, this is jacaranda, which is a tree which is found in South America.
Right.
The jacaranda tree.
Yes.
But it's also because I'm a huge fan of Lennon and McCartney.
Okay.
And it's the name of a coffee bar where the Beatles used to meet up in Liverpool.
Okay.
So it's sort of a double-edged thing there. And this one was inspired by I was sitting in a beautiful square in Cadiz, in the south of Spain.
Okay.
And it's a square. There's a plaque on the wall. It's where the great Spanish composer Manuel de Falla was born, and he lived the first 17 years of his life there.
All right.
So I was just sitting in this beautiful sunshine in this square, drinking a beer, and I thought, well, Jacaranda would be a nice title for a track, and that's how this next one came about.
Jacaranda.
Jacaranda.
Which is beautiful. That's the reason we brought this together. We say, listen, crossing cultures will be a nice program where we can discuss. Listen to what Robin Hill is saying there, you audience listening to Radio Afric-Aye. Can you see the beauty of mixing cultures, the beauty of exposing our knowledge, going and learning from the others, and let them also learning from us. We're talking about Jacaranda. What a lovely. I like the name. Sound very, very good.
Yeah.
Chaka.
It's got it's a nice sounding word.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is that Jacaranda?
This is Jacaranda.
Let's play. Let our audience enjoy. This is Radio Afric-Aye. On Crossing Culture, we got Robin Hill, our guest today. Jacaranda. Reminding our audience that you are listening to Radio Afric-Aye, and we've got our guest in the house today, online too, Robin Hill. Going to our end, and soon we're gonna say bye-bye to Robin Hill. We've been celebrating his album, Standing on the Air, and we've managed to give you as much we could with the time. As we're going to our end, let's start enjoy more Jacaranda. Wow, Jacaranda. Hello, Robin.
Hello, Robert.
Sound beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
I can't stop shaking my head. Right, as we're going to the end of our program, really very much appreciate your time, Robin Hill.
Well, thanks for asking me.
We'll keep on reminding our audience with your record, we will keep on playing it. It's about crossing cultures, connecting cultures, promoting cultures through music. The next one...
Right.
The next one is probably Brasilia. And we run it over that. We are saying bye-bye to you, Robin.
Okay, thank you, Robert.
Has our culture, our guest will only say this at the end. You listening to Radio Afric-Aye. So what parts you gonna say is Afric-Aye. When I say you listening to Radio Afric-Aye, you join me on Afric-Aye.
Afric-Aye.
Okay, I'll say it. You listening to Radio Afric-Aye. One more time. You listening to Radio Afric-Aye. Thank you very much, Robin. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Robert.
Hope you got a beautiful anyway.
And
as
you
we're
too.
going through
You too.
Brazil is Brasilia by Robin Hill. Thank you very much, Robin Hill. See you next time.
Thank you. Thank you, Robert.
Thank you.